A lot of people have been saying things on Twitter. Twitter is going crazy. So you're earning about 600 and government's going to be taking about 250. Immediately I saw that stuff, I had to sit up. I was like, Hey, from which salary?
It's not a death sentence.
I have plans for my birthday. Like, I'm already saving that money for my Thailand trip. So someone is now telling me the government wants to come and take out of that money, and you're telling me it's not serious.
They even say that commercial sex worker, they're going to tax them.
Hello, people. Good day. Welcome to the Z Talk podcast, powered by Zadvance Finance Limited. Now, on this podcast, we are going to be dissecting complex financial topics, all those big grammars, big English that actually, get people thinking, what are these people talking about? We are going to be dissecting those complex financial issues on this podcast. My name is Amaka Modebe, and with me we have
Ayomide Tolulore.
Good. Today we are going to be talking about the 2026 Nigerian tax reform. I know that this issue has been on people's minds a lot. How do you feel?
It's on my mind. Do you know? So randomly, I was just scrolling on Twitter and I saw something about, so you're earning about 600 and government's going to be taking about 250. Immediately I saw that stuff, I had to sit up. I was like, Hey, from which salary? But then, that's why we have Moses here to speak to it, to tell everyone, to let us, break it down for us and know that, yes, my salary is still going to be my money and the government is not really taking anything from me. So we have Moses here. Hi, Moses, welcome. Can you please introduce yourself to the house?
Yes. Thank you, Tolu and Amaka. So my name is Moses Ogunyemi, financial reporting manager for Zadvance Finance Limited. So, let me just allay your fear. It's not a death sentence.
Moses, are you sure?
And then it's not as serious as you think.
It is serious.
It's very serious, actually.
Because next year, August, I have plans for my birthday. Like, I'm already saving that money for my Thailand trip. So someone is now telling me the government wants to come and take out of that money, and you're telling me it is not serious. Moses, it is serious.
If you have your friend at Jackpa, their tax over there is more crazier than this.
But me, I'm here now.
But that just by the way.
Okay.
So first, this tax we're talking about is in threefold. So those people that are earning low, their salary will go up because they will have to pay less tax.
Yeah.
So at the lower level, we have before the tax that is going to earn in a few days now that we are running before the 2025 tax act came out. We have people that are earning 300,000 in a year and below. They don't pay tax before.
Okay.
So that threshold now has been increased to 800. So that shows that those people that I know it's a small money anyway. It's a small money. So those people in that bracket, we have to pay less.
Oh.
So those in the middle, let's say around 8 million, 9 million, 12 million, they may have to pay small, higher than what they are paying.
Okay.
So, but, before now, we have tax, before the ones that we are going to use till the end of December, ranges from 0% to 23%. But this new one now has increased to 25%. But that 25% is a graduating thing, right? Like I said, if you are earning first 800,000 per annum, no tax.
Okay.
So the next 1.2, so a little tax will be paid. Okay. So it will go that way until people that are earning. So if people that are earning 50 million and above, those people, those people that are earning 25 million and above in a year, those are the ones that we have to pay more. And that's why they said the tax is progressive in nature. So the more you earn, the more you have to pay. So people that are earning lower, they will not feel it.
Got you.
They will not really feel it.
Okay.
So be rest assured your Thailand trip is secure.
Uh-huh.
I don't know whether you are any of them in or when they need it. So that just
If I was earning 100 million, you would know.
I may not know now.
No,
I may not know
you will
because
see me and you will know that there's 100 million somewhere. So yeah, I know we've been talking about salary earners now, but I have friends that are into businesses. I mean, they've just been asking how is this going to happen. One of my friends was even saying something about her. She's going to be dealing with cash right now. So whatever she wants to do, she's going to get cash. She doesn't want anyone to pay money into her account so they don't take tax on it. How is this tax law going to affect business owners?
so in life we should also always take positive from things that happen. So I'm seeing more companies coming up
Okay.
after the stars and they will grow. So to me, I see this government as a business government.
Is that a good thing?
It's a business government whereby, when you have your mentality will change. And when you know everything in life is about mentality. So if your mentality change, a lot of things about you are going to change. People that are now that are doing side hustle
Yeah.
and that is bringing money, now I'm advising them that they may have to think of registering a company, not just a business name, because
Okay.
these people don't know that business name is still you. So it's still you is your personal rate that will apply if you have a business name. But we have to go and register a limited, because any company that is limited now, they are small company. We used to have small, medium, and large now, but now it's now small and large. So now, what differentiates a small company from a large company? So any company that is the revenue, the money that they make in a year, is not up to 100 million. So we have a little issue in that area. Before they signed the law, it was 100 million. But I think the final thing that was signed was 50 million. So if your income in a year is not more than 50 million, you are not going to pay tax. Also, there's another check. If your income is 50 million, Nigeria can be funny, it's 50 million, but your assets is also no more than 250 million. Your fixed assets, maybe the land and building, your car, is not more than 250 million. So, but if you have maybe you have a small business and you declare your Rolls Royce, you pay tax. if you don't earn if more than up to 50 million, you pay tax.
Time for me to hide my Rolls Royce.
You are hiding one money somewhere. So in the that's just a lighter note. So if you have a side hustle and you know that plus or minus in a year 25 million, 50 million, you can go and register a company. And now whatever you are doing on that side hustle, put it in that business. I'm assuring you with the new tax law, you are not going to pay tax. But if you register a company, government also wants you to grow. I believe that by the time you run that business and it's going fine and if everything is moving fine, maybe in the next 5-6 years, it will grow. And that time, probably you may grow beyond 50 million and you also maybe with that 1 billion, you will now start paying tax. But before then, at this rate, you will not pay tax. And I believe that if you are making 1 billion in a year as revenue, to pay tax will not be difficult. So that's my view.
Yeah. I mean, there's something that is of concern to me personally, right? I feel like a lot of people, a lot of Nigerians are not really, really sensitized about this whole tax reform in 2026, right? People might have been hearing about it. I was talking to somebody, a friend this morning, and he said something about everywhere tax. I'm tired. And I'm like, do you even understand what this means for people in 2026? So my question to you on this is, what do you think or what do you suggest that the Nigerian government should do in order to sensitize Nigerians properly? Not just the learned Nigerians. We're talking about people that are making good money, that are not as learned, because we have a lot of people in businesses, people that are not really aware about this whole tax conversation and what it entails for them. What do you think the federal government should do about this?
So there's a couple of programs that be online. There will be forum where the tax man Oloyede has been going around trying to tell people.
I actually saw a video of that.
based on Nigeria, the way we are structured, I'm quite sure that we see have some people that don't even hear about this at all. So maybe we have to leverage on, if possible, churches, if possible, mosque, to try and preach the gospel.
Market too.
So if possible, also market also.
Yeah.
But in any rate, nobody want to pay tax, because know that this thing in Nigeria whereby people believe that government is not doing enough. So there's this resistance in paying tax. But thank God that we know that when we are in school, we do civic education, where they tell us that it's your responsibility, you must do this, you must do that. So that's what government is trying to enforce. And then this thing is not only, we are just looking at this that it's coming from Nigerian government. It's not the origin of this issue is not Nigerian government. There is a tax compliance law in the world, and there's a minimum threshold that government of the world are trying to look at and encourage its government to actually abide by. And then going by that, so they look at our tax to GDP ratio, tax to what is happening in our economy. They notice that Nigeria own is the lowest in Africa, in the world. So that's one of the reasons whereby they say, okay, and you have been borrowing all over the year. Government of Nigeria have been borrowing to finance the economy.
Wow.
Although what they use the money for is another thing for another day. But people have been, so they want to say, okay, this borrowing that we are doing, can we get this money from the people in a legal way? That's what the government is trying to do. But I believe in the long run, if we are able to key into it, we will come out strong and come out a better country. That's where we are taking. It's not going to be, it's not a death sentence. So another benefit that the company we have over individual is that, individual, especially if you are if like me working for you now, before you even give me the money, before I get the alert, you'll have taken the one for the tax away. But for individuals, for business, they will not pay tax. There are some tax they will pay immediately. If you do transaction that qualify for what they call withholding tax, they will withhold the 10% and they will pay to government. But the real tax, which is for large business, which is 30%, they are not going to pay this until on the 2027. But they will look at what happened in 2026. So that's it. So another thing that Nigeria need to do is that those people that are already aware is that they need to keep record. I remember I was in a training whereby somebody was just asking jokingly that, okay, if somebody, another thing is that this new tax is saying they don't want to know how you get your money. If it's money from robbery, you have to declare. So if maybe they even say that commercial sex worker, they are going to tax them. So it's as critical as that. So the only thing I'm seeing coming is a more compliance thing. So there's possibility that government is going to go after people. That the tone I can see for now.
So my next question to you is going to be, let's say my brother now, I decide, give me money. I mean, as usual, give me money. And my brother decides, take this particular amount, I'm dashing you. Are you trying to tell me I still have to pay tax on that?
So that's why the advice that was given by the taxman and all our tax people is that anybody sending money to you should use a right narration.
Description.
Okay, maybe upkeep.
Okay.
Maybe a gift. A dash. So because if 100 million, if let's say if 100,000 enter your accounts, if you are selling clothes or you are selling hair, and a customer pay you 100,000, if it's not properly narrated, the same way it will enter your account, the same way it's when somebody dash you money. So in the same way, if you are earning salary, the same way it will enter your account. So there is need for proper narration. That's number one. Number two is that I'm just mining and I'm happy because my own profession is going to better off because we have a lot of work to do. And then they now want everybody now to be accountants. So you keep your record.
Yes. So
you have to keep your record.
I was going to come to that because you said something about withholding tax.
Yes.
All these words to some people is still big grammar. I mean, people that have never probably even paid tax before. How do you want to break that down to them? An average person in Tejosho market, Yaba market, for example, that has a business account, do they need to sit down themselves and start calculating all these things, or do they actually need to get someone to do it for them? Like, how is that going to work for people that are not learned enough to calculate the tax themselves?
Yeah, so
Or is the government just going to come and say, oh, we can see this is the amount that has entered your account, this is the amount you are taking out? How is that going to work for people?
so in the past, we've seen government, blocking people accounts, not people, companies accounts. I've not seen them doing that for people anyway, because I believe that you can see $10 money in his personal accounts, or you see Dangote money in his personal accounts.
Okay.
Those one will not do that. Even if they have money, they will probably put it in another company. That's why you see them having, in high level, they believe that minimum company should have is 7. That's the way, that's another name for wet. So they've done all this as even their investment. Let's say Dangote now, is investment in Dangote refineries. It's not going to come as a Dangote as a person. Another company will be the one that will be okay. That is, investing in Dangote. So when anytime they are paying him any money, maybe they are paying in dividends. It's not Dangote they will pay. If he has any name at all, direct one. That's why they always have indirect interest. So if he has money at all, is be a very small amount that will come to him. So in other words, what I'm trying to say is that the money you will see government can take, people that will suffer more, government will go after more is people that are doing business, that have business name and have good money. Based on when they do, every year tax people come to review your account.
Yes.
So they check your account, they see what you have done. If you have not prepared account at all, they go to your bank. If you have done the right thing, they will not go to your bank account. But if you have not prepared, if they don't see you, they don't do any fining at all, they have to go to a bank account. That's the only way they can trace your transaction. And they have rights to actually access the accounts.
Okay. I have 2 questions.
Okay.
The first is, what is the downside of people not including descriptions or narrations to their, bank transfers and all of that? What's the downside? What's going to happen if I decide come 2026 I don't want to be adding narrations or whatever to my
So
payments?
I will advise mostly business people, because the impact is going to be more, especially if you are doing transactions and your income is way above 50 million or 100 million a year.
Okay.
It will be critical, because the government, they will not be able to differentiate, and it will make the work more difficult, because it will now lead to arguments, and they can even lead to court if it's not resolved on time. So narration will help you first as a person to know, like now, our memory can fail. In fact, in those days in psychology, they taught us that if we remember all what happened to us, if we remember everything, the other person will run mad. That's what they call fading. So that's why you hardly see people that will score 100. Teacher taught you something, you are bound to forget part of it.
I remembered everything.
Even if it is X or a dot, you get. So you are bound to, or you may say it, you may remember it. It may not be in the exact word of the lecturer.
Definitely.
I also have done it. I've done 98 before in my university days, so it's not only you that is brilliant. So you understand, but there's something that you forget. So you can't remember, especially if you are also growing. You are above 45. The way you forget to also go higher.
Okay.
That is normal, and it's for a purpose. So that if somebody that abuse you, remember, if it's just coming to your brain, remember all those who know movie, it's coming to your brain, this will slap you, it come to your brain, the person will run mad. So we are bound to forget part of what happened to us. It's part of life. So that's why we need to keep record. Because you may even have your friend was giving you money, maybe it's even a loan repayment, somebody you are giving money that is paying you back. You may even have it. But at the point of responding to task people, you may not remember again.
Yeah.
But it is either you have it in your record, or you have a narration that shows what the money is.
Yeah.
So it's for your good. That's why we need to keep record. And it's a normal thing. Okay. That's why all of us have to. We do the basic education today, and we know how to read and how to write. It's a part of life.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for that.
And then if you don't If you can't do it, somebody else can do it for you at a very low price. We have a lot of people carry that coming out every year. They are
Thank
there to
you.
do that work for
That
you.
will act as consultants.
Consultants
of,
for you.
Yeah.
Or you can have a say boy, say girl. That somebody, the record we're talking about is not a big one. Somebody that finished that WAEC can do this for, and it will do very well, and it will prove over year. So it's not a big thing, and it's not a death sentence. This task thing, all of us are going to enjoy it. I'm already saying that we all enjoy it.
Oh.
And we'll be a better country.
Amen. Hallelujah to that.
So, Moses, we've had few people asking us questions. People have been all over our social media dropping questions, their thoughts, feedback, and all. So we have a couple of questions from people that would read out to you so you can just answer. So
No problem.
So I'm going to start with this. Someone said, how will remote workers, freelancers, and Nigerians earning online be affected by this new tax law?
So they will be brought to book.
How?
In the sense that first, if they've paid tax over there,
Yeah.
Nigeria has a couple of relationship with most countries where there's a tax agreements. So the income they earn will be reassessed. So if tax they are paid in that environment is lower than Nigerian tax, they will pay the balance in Nigeria.
Oh, I see.
Right? So another thing is that another rule that be applicable is that they are living in Nigeria. So definitely that money is earned in
Nigeria.
So it's bound to suffer, to be subjected to Nigerian tax.
Oh, okay.
That's very important. But if they can show the evidence that they've paid tax over there, that will be considered in arriving at what they need to pay in Nigeria.
So let me get this straight. In Nigeria, let's say the tax is 25%, and probably I'm going to use my Thailand as an example.
Okay.
Thailand trip, Sha. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Don't worry, you'll be invited.
Please take me along. Go.
You will be invited. So let's say 25% here in Nigeria and it's 30% in Thailand. What's going to happen? I mean, how is that going to balance out? That means they are paying more in Thailand.
Over there.
Meanwhile, they're actually living here. So how is that going to play out for
So
Nigeria?
two things will happen. If we have a tax agreement with Thailand,
Yeah.
the person will not pay additional tax again.
No. Okay.
But if we did not have any tax agreement with Thailand, I'm afraid the person has to pay 25%, which is Nigerian tax.
Wow.
So that's the
That's a serious one.
Yes.
I mean, are you reconsidering your Thailand trip now? Or you're still on board?
Still going to happen.
Well, it depends on what you want to go and do there. You can do some things that people are now, it's a global village, so whatever you want to do over there, you can even do it here now.
Are you sure?
So you can even do, if it's wedding inside there, people are doing conference wedding now.
Are you sure?
So you don't need to stress yourself.
See, I've attended a conference wedding before. It was fun.
Really?
You've never experienced a conference wedding before?
Not at all.
but what will happen when the pastor say the bride they can now kiss? So will they kiss? What will
They
they
can do it
they
virtually.
Okay.
That will happen.
Okay.
They will find a way around
It will be funny.
So yeah, to the next question. We have someone saying, how will small businesses feel these changes day to day? More relief or more paperwork? I mean, I think you've answered that. You spoke about that recently. But
Yes.
is it going to be more of paperwork for business owners, or I mean, the governments will just do their thing by themselves?
So what people don't know is that business is not for lazy man, because you personally need to actually assess the way your business is doing. That's what gives you joy.
Yeah.
Like now, if let's say I'm running a lesson in my sitting room, I need to know what are the things that maybe I have to have. Let's say I buy marker, I have a board where I teach people.
Yeah.
I need to know the cost of all these things to also know how many people have come, how many people have paid. In fact, common people that, let's say I have 5 students that I'm teaching, I need to know, okay, maybe number 1% is Olu. I need to know whether I'm collecting 100,000 and Olu has is bringing 20,000. So if I didn't write it down, why will I know that when Olu completes his payment? So record keeping is one of the important things in business. So it's going to also help them. They will know whether to even stop that business or to continue. Then if some small thing like budget, personal finance have to come in. So this one will help them to do more of those things.
Yeah.
And we have people that who can do those things in Nigeria. Very, very important. And I believe that somebody that is doing small business, they also want to become Dangote. They teach that they are thinking that okay, they don't have 2S. So a 1 million, 2 million business today also want to become Dangote. So and Dangote also publishes his reports in stock exchange on every quarter.
Yeah.
So if he's not keeping those records, how will he bring those records out to the public? So that's why they should not be afraid of keeping record. No, change is permanent. So that's why I said the businesses, individuals, our life is going to be better off. Because we will now write down. You'll be surprised if you write down the money you make in a year. You'll be surprised how much it is. You'll be surprised. So probably maybe this year, you to your surprise, you already 15 million has entered your hand, and you don't see where you use it for. You have to sit down and see, okay, how am I spending this money? You don't write it down. So maybe when you collect your salary, you want your use to buy fuel to fuel your gen. You'll be surprised how much you have used to fuel gen. I did something crazy in the last 1 year. I don't even know that this task will come. I have to write down how much I use to fuel my car. If I tell you how many million it is, you'll be surprised.
Wow.
Interesting.
So now I have to consider myself whether to even come with Uber or come with my car, because it's a lot of money. And how did I know? By keeping my record.
Right.
So I also have people that I send money to. Now I need to probably open an Excel for them on my system and be writing down, so that I have know how much all those people have cost me in a year.
Yes.
So all this thing is good for us to make decisions. So next time you ask for 10,000 naira, you can say it's 2,000 naira you have, or you say you don't have at all.
Right.
So because you know that this person will be coming to you to collect 10,000 every month.
Moses, you're
by the end of the year,
into my brother's head.
by the end of the year,
I have ideas
you will have the person that you give 10,000 naira, you're not giving him 120,000 naira in dollars. Is a lot of money. So if you have that record, you will think twice before you give. Next time you probably cut, so say next 2026, so tax is coming. I'm going to give tax giving you 5,000. So you would have saved 60,000 at the end of the year. So that's what record do for you. So it's a good one, which I believe everybody should be encouraged and keep record to the last thing.
Yeah, I mean, Moses, you have spoken about this 2026 tax reform. I mean, you said it is very positive. We should be looking at, or we should be viewing it from a positive, perspective.
Yes.
Right? Good. So, in line with that, is there a myth, like something that you feel or you've heard people say about this whole tax reform? It's something that, a myth that you would like to, just quell right now, to say, no, this is not what it is. Yeah. I've been hearing people say this is not what it is.
Amaka, you're completely right. A lot of people have been saying things on Twitter. Twitter is going crazy. I mean, you just wake up, someone is saying at the end of the year you won't have any money, you probably even be owing governments. I mean, so yeah, is there just something?
So they even abroad, I'm not seeing them doing what people think they will do. One of the myths is that they think that every money that go into accounts, government will tax it.
Thank you you very much.
That is not going to. It's not going to happen.
Okay.
But I've heard the taxman saying that they will have ways of taking money from you, which all those things are his suggestion. Their suggestion that maybe even if you can even take your card, if you need card and such a thing. He has mentioned that. But I believe some of these things. So to me, I don't see much happening apart from companies adjusting their tax rates in 2026. I'm seeing more things happen in 2027, where they will have seen the reactions. Recently, the stock exchange crashed in a single day. The exchange lost 4.5 trillion naira in a single day. Why? Because capital gain tax, which is the tax you pay when your assets you gain on your assets. So when you buy share, let's say you buy a share of a bank at 100 naira, for example.
Yeah.
And maybe after 3 months or a year, you sell it at 120. So let's say it's only one you buy.
Yeah.
You gain 20 naira. So before, you have to pay just 10% of that gain if you did not buy another share with that money. And then if what you buy is more than at the time before, it was used to be 100 million. Now it's now 150 million. So we have that rule. But now what they are saying now is that the for company, company income tax for large company, that's not small company, is 30%. So what they are now saying that okay, your income tax is based on, as the name imply, is on income. Money you make on capital market is also income. So that you should also pay 30% on that income money you make on capital markets.
Okay.
So that one costs a lot, and people were trying to see how they will sell their shares and go away.
Wait,
Which
Moses,
always crash the
I'm
market.
sorry, let me be clear.
Okay.
So are you telling me I have some sort of investment, let's say money market, for example? I mean, I have money markets with Zcrest.
Yes.
So are you telling me my interest in the money markets, are you telling me the government is going to be taxing the interest?
So there is interest. That's why I've mentioned the withholding tax the other time.
Yeah.
So interest, rent, dividend, all those ones we are taxed. Is a normal thing. It's not new. 10%.
Okay.
So it's only for now. It's only investment in FGM bond, which is long term, that will not. Government is saying they will not go to tax. But any short term investment, short term mean 1 year or less than 1 year. Withholding tax will apply, which is 10%. So what is withholding tax? Government is saying that I need to pay my staff. I can't wait till, like I said, I can't wait till next year, 1 year. So pending when you prepare your account together and know whether you are making a profit or a loss, give me 10% of income you are getting now, so that I also can pay my bills, run the business, run the government. So that's withholding tax. So it's the tax that you pay ahead, pending when your actual tax is being determined. So that's why some company where they don't even pay tax at all. At the end of the year, by the time they look at the profit they make and they calculate their tax, the total tax they pay is even more than what they need to pay. So they will not pay tax again. So that's it. So the withholding tax will also pay as individual. I've seen that one in big company where the owner, the directors, the chairman have to use the withholding tax to reduce what you need to even pay. So if you have a lot of investments and you have earned a lot of withholding tax, you may end up, in fact, government can even carry it forward for 2, 3, 4, 5 years to the future to offset your future tax.
Okay.
So that's it. So that's why I said, if you understand tax, it's not a big deal. The only thing is that government need to run governments. That's why government has to tax people.
Okay.
That's one of the reasons.
One more question. So let's say I own a business right now, and I mean, of course, I'm at Zadvance. I got a loan for my business from Zadvance. And how is that going to play out? Because I'm taking out a loan to run this particular business. I saw something online, I mean, which I'm not sure how true that is. I saw something online about you getting loans and the loans you are getting for your business being taxed as well. How does that play out?
So a loan coming from a company like Servants,
Yeah.
when they are paying the loan to your account, that is narration.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
So that is that. And not only that, you have agreement, that is offer letter that
Yes.
shows how much money they are paying you.
Yeah.
So if anybody don't go ahead and keep that one as income, you have something to show. You can show the whole world. This is offer letter, and this is even my repayments. So that will not stand.
Evidence day.
But the loan also, your interest you are paying on the loan
Yeah.
is qualified as expense
Yes.
to be deducted from your income before you pay government.
Yes.
Oh, that's a very good one.
So
Yes.
so
That's
government
a very good
also
one.
do their fair, because this tax thing is international thing, and the way they are doing it is similar all over the world. It's just that the law is a bit different, but it's similar all over the world.
Yes. I mean, so the average Nigerian, whenever they hear of this whole tax reform 2026, they're like, hey, this government, they want to kill us. What is it? No
They want to
business
take
pay.
our
They want to take
money.
our money, everything. Do you get? So, it brings me to this question: are there any parts of this tax reform that people are currently underestimating?
So I think I've not really seen much actions from big companies. I feel for big companies because they'll pay more.
Right.
They pay more. They have been paying before, but they have to pay more. So companies, for a large corporates that have income as high as 20 billion and also have subsidiaries abroad, that's what they call minimum tax. So minimum tax is that when they look at minimum effective rate is now 15%. So when you've done your calculation, you pay all the tax, they will now bring in another rule now and calculate the tax person has paid. So if it is less than that minimum effective tax of 15%, they will do what they call top up, like you normally do in servants, where people come and collect more loan.
Yeah.
They will top up for them.
Okay.
So it's as crazy as that. So I'm seeing more big companies paying more tax in the coming years.
Okay, so I think it is okay to say between businesses, individuals, and whoever it is will be affected by tax. It's okay to say it is the big companies that are going to be affected more.
Yes, that's why they say the tax is progressive.
Progressive.
So for individuals, it's progressive.
Even individuals too.
So
yeah.
for
So it's more like the richer,
higher,
the richer
you are, the more tax you pay.
yes,
Makes sense.
you know, in
That's
Nigeria, the big thing is that rich people are becoming richer,
Yeah.
while poor people are becoming poorer. So the people that are getting richer, government is trying to take more from them. So that's how the tax is. So in fact, the new tax, they are even saying that if you are doing any tax planning is how you manage your tax. How you look at your income and expense and see how you optimize the tax you pay. But they are telling you that even if we are doing any tax planning with our consultants, we have to disclose it to them. So you can see that they really mean business.
Yeah.
But I believe in 2-3 years, Nigeria will look back and say, so this is what they want to do. They thought that they will kill us. They did not kill us now. They are even faring better. That's what I'm saying.
So my trip will still happen. Good one.
It will happen.
Good one. So if you had to give your final advice to businesses, what's one thing, just one advice that you would say this is what you should do for the upcoming tax? That's just one advice that you give to businesses.
So I would say compliance, and compliance. That's number one. Record keeping, very important. Then, and if you also have a side also that is big, that can give you 10 million, 20 million a year, go and register a company. If the side also is becoming bigger, so at least if 100 million, 50 million, we know attract us. So that's another advice I have for people that are in there, maybe people that you have somebody that's he has a shop and his shop is doing very well. Beg it a company, and and you'll be surprised what will happen to that business in the next 5 years. Benefits is there. You can access loan and open another shop. So that's it. So people that don't side hustle should go and register a business so that the income they are earning can be on that business so that they will be accepted from tax.
Okay, so I have a second question. I remember I said I had 2 questions, but I was able to ask one.
Okay.
So, for this second question, you had mentioned earlier that it is people within a certain income bracket that
Yes.
are going to be exempted from tax,
Yes.
right? And I know that the way it is now, everybody's going to pay tax, right? But in line with the tax brackets.
Yes.
Okay.
Not everybody. People that are earning basic salary and that their total salary in a year is less than 800,000. 800,000 and below will not pay tax.
Okay. So, for lack of better words, I do not want to use the word hookers or people on the road, right? But people that do not have a certain organization that they work for that pays them money, right? There are a lot of people that make more money, way more than 9 to 5ers out there.
Of course.
Right? They get income here and there, and at the end of the day, when you look at it by full year 2025 or full year 2026, their books, their bank statement is reading millions, right? But they are not working for a certain company. How is this going to be tracked for individuals like that?
So the in the word of the task, the man in charge of the task. So there's a micro, there's a medium. So those people that are organized on the side road will not, that even carry their implements on their head, will not pay tax. They're not going to pay. But people that have, but I heard him saying that people that are driving down for will pay tax. But because they have assets.
Interesting. How is that possible?
They have
So
assets.
I'm just trying to reconcile all of this. Seriously.
So that they have assets and they earn money, and the business is profitable. So that's what I was saying. If let's say I'm a chairman that have 3, 4, 5 Danfo, I would do better to go and register it than not just put it in my name. So if in my name and then they come and ask for my record, I don't have record, they can just slam me 20 million, 10 million to go and pay. So, but if I have my record, I can show them, this is how much I buy fuel for the year. This is what I make. They can calculate it and see whether it fall under the brackets and they will get their tax. So, but there's this very, even for people that are working, we are only doing one side of the task. It's the task that we pay, that our company helps us to pay.
Yes.
It's not that we don't want to pay. If you give me all my money, I'll collect it. Nobody want to pay tax. So that's it. So it's what they take from their money that you also file with tax. You also ask to go and file your own, so that you've declared the one that's one source of income, salary. Also other income that you have made, whether you have a barbing salon beside your house, you have to declare that income and file it. So after filing, government can now determine whether you've paid enough or you need to pay more. So all those people now, they will definitely go after them.
Yeah.
But the only way they can do better is to have record on what they are doing. So maybe in the word of the people in the church, if they count their blessing, if by counting their blessing you are recording what has happened, that's record. Counting your blessings is a record. Probably by the time they count their blessing, probably they will go to the church and mosque and celebrate, because they will have made hundreds of millions by the end of the year. But by not writing it down, you won't be able to even thank God that God has blessed you, because you don't even know how much God has done. So that's it. So all these things work together. We're going to be a happier country, but because people that think they are not even millionaire, they will decide that they are actually millionaire. By the time they write, they keep their record.
Amen to that. So just before we round off, I know we've been talking about businesses, salaries, and when we speak about businesses, an average person that has, Nigerians are hustlers. They like to hustle. Money there, money there.
Yes.
People that have businesses, like, it's not particular side also. Let me use the word side also. Let's just say I have a jewelry shop online. I mean, I operate just on Instagram, for example, on social media.
Yes.
I don't have a physical store. I'm not registered. I just want small money that would just come in there. Should I be worried about this tax law?
Yes, you should not be worried, but at the same time, you should have your record.
Okay.
So if they come to you through your accounts, I don't even really know how it tends to be, but the banks are now asking for NIM, so everybody have to link their accounts, so their NIM to their accounts.
Okay.
So I don't know how sophisticated to be, but all the money that comes to your accounts will be tracked. But believe in me, one way or the other, information are out there. So just keep your record and ready to comply with government.
Yeah. Thank you so much. So before we call it a day, I know there's that part of relief as well. We've been talking about, tax. There's also that part that the government has said, you know what, let us also provide relief for people. People are not really aware about these reliefs available for them. So can you just give us an overview?
So for individuals, there is a 20% on the rent that you pay as a relief, or 500,000.
If your rent is 500,000.
No. The highest relief is 500,000.
Oh, okay.
So whichever is the highest. So if you not to the tune of 500,000. So for example, if your rent is 2.5 million a year,
Okay.
that's only when you can get 500,000 as a relief.
Oh.
Because if you calculate 20% of 2.5 million, it will give 500,000.
Okay.
So, but anything lower than 2.5 million, whatever you arrive at, if it's 100,000, that's what your relief will be.
Okay.
And then the funny thing about this new law is that you have to apply. They need to write for it for you to get a relief. You have to apply for the relief.
Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's it. So,
Okay.
but I believe the way we all manage it. So this is not the first time tax is changing. We are having finance act, and company did not die. They work around it and do the right thing. At the end of the day, they will also sit down. There's something that they may see change, maybe by executive order, or there will be an adjustment or an amendment as time goes on. But like now, the capital market that they mentioned, they have to bring in go by the time they see that people are moving their money and the market is crashing, they have to come with an update saying that okay, the cost of your shares will now be the closing price on 31st December 2025. So that means they will not tax the profit that you made before the new law. They will not tax it. So that means it will not be in a risk prospect.
Okay.
So that's another thing. So they have to come with that when they see that people that they are selling their share, they are moving, and market is going down. So I believe that other things also that they will have to change or adapt as time goes on.
Okay.
So that's for business. For individuals, I mentioned rent.
The rent relief, yeah.
But we used to, but I'm still looking at it whether something changed. I'm not sure anything changed because we used to have 20% consolidated relief also. That one has been removed. So to me, I don't really see much changing in that direction. Probably we may even have to, the relief in the whole system may be lower than what we have in the new one. That's what I'm seeing. Because it's not everybody that is going to take a rent of 2.5 million. After people get maybe 1.2 for now, but maybe as time goes on, it will grow anyway, and probably they will also change. The things as economics is improving, they will also do an amendment. Probably maybe the relief by next year, 2026 or 7, or by 2027 or before halfway, will now come to 1 million when they see that people are that 500 not really may have any impact. So, but like I say, it's not going to be a death sentence. People are living in UK, US, where their tax as high as 28, 38 in some areas, and it's not that people are still want to go to those places. And so I believe that accountability is major thing. If government can actually do a proper accountability and they give us more amenities, we'll probably even want to even pay money to government.
Yeah.
If that's what I see going forward, and probably we'll see less of loan, government borrowing more and more as we are currently seeing. So I believe we'll have a better country as everybody comply and we are happy.
This is quite refreshing.
Very, very.
Even
I've learned a lot.
on a personal level, I can breathe down and
I've learned a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say one of my key takeaways from this is the fact that, I've been reading about these tax laws online and everything, and I've not seen this one you just mentioned, which is the fact that you need to write to get your tax back, right?
Yeah,
No,
For the
your
rent
relief, yes.
Your relief. So I think that's one thing. You guys heard it here first, too. Right, and get that relief.
Okay, thank you so much, Moses. This session has been really, really enlightening for me as a person, and I'm pretty sure to our viewers out there, it's been also enlightening for them. Thank you.
You're welcome. I enjoy it. I enjoy discussing it. I'll be looking for opportunities like this so that at least
Yeah.
people can get to know and not give themselves hypertension about the tax law.
Precisely. It's your
Yes,
unnecessary high blood pressure. Okay, thank you. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. So this brings us to the end of this podcast for today. We know that we've not been able to, address all the questions that we've gotten. However, if you have more questions, more clarity to, make of this whole 2026 tax reform, please scan the QR code at the end of this video. Scan and also drop your questions.
Yeah, thank you everyone. I know this has been very insightful for everyone, and when you're listening to this, business owner, 9 to 5, small business, big business, put your mind at rest. There's no need for you to, start running, start shouting. Your health is important for you
Very,
to pay
very
this
important.
2026 tax.
Yes, please.
So yeah, everyone, thank you for listening to us, and just expect more from the team. Thank you.
And that is a what?
Wrap.
Okay, so thank you everyone for listening in to this Z Talk podcast brought to you by Zadvance Finance Limited. So we are definitely going to be dissecting more topics. This is the first edition. The next edition promises to be even more interesting. More words.
Interesting.
Yes, please. So you look forward to that.